Hello guys, thank you so much for clicking on today's video and welcome back to my channel. This is a short but a very sweet story. I do hope that you enjoy it. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. Anyhow, onto the story. I, a 22-year-old male, live with my boyfriend, who's also a 22-year-old male, and I'm friends with this guy, who's also 22 and a male. I've been friends with him for around 3 years. When I started college, I met him and we instantly clicked. I introduced him to my boyfriend, who wasn't my boyfriend at the time, but he was a close friend of mine from high school. The friend, let's call him Harry, which isn't his real name, but you know how Reddit is. So anyhow, Harry had this boyfriend since I met him, and they broke up a while ago, like in December or January, I think. I'm not really sure. Harry has always been the flirty type. That's his personality. He doesn't flirt with me, but he's flirted with my boyfriend before, and I've told him to stop a handful of times. It all came to a head a few days, maybe a week or two ago. My boyfriend told me that Harry had come over and admitted his love for him. I was shocked. But deep down, I wasn't surprised. I've seen the way that he looks at him and have gotten jealous before. I'm just not one to talk about that kind of stuff. Also, I trust my boyfriend and plan on being with him for the future. My boyfriend rejected him really quickly, by the way. Hi, if you're reading this, love. I call my friend and get really upset, and it turns into a yelling match where he's telling me that he can't control his feelings. I feel kind of bad for him. A few days later and here I am now. I feel like crap. I don't have many friends because I'm extremely introverted and I've already been dealing with depression and other stuff and just recently started seeing a therapist by my boyfriend's recommendation. He sees one as well. I miss Harry. He was my best friend. And I hate not having any close friends other than my boyfriend, since I don't want to lay everything on him. I'm asking what to do in this situation. Should I reach out to Harry and try to reconcile, or at least meet with him to have a talk with the three of us together? I feel like we could reach a mutual understanding. My boyfriend is iffy about it, but he wants to do what I want. But I'm not sure what I want. I honestly think that your friend is the one who should be reaching out to you because he's the one in the wrong. You shouldn't feel guilty, nor should you feel like you're the one to blame. I honestly can't be friends with someone who flirts with my boyfriend and says that they have feelings for them. But if you think that you can, then by all means, reach out to him, but don't feel like you should be the one apologizing. To which OP replied, I don't know why I feel guilty. Maybe because I saw the flirting and didn't do much about it. The times that I tried, he told me that was just his personality. To be fair, I've seen him flirt with others, but in retrospect, it's mainly people who fit my boyfriend's type. In short, more bottomy guys. So I guess in hindsight, I should have realized his excuses were false and he just had an attraction to my boyfriend. Harry is right. He can't control his feelings, but he can control his actions. If he was your friend, he would recognize this and for the sake of the friendship, distance himself until he's over it, or at a minimum, able to hide it. It's wildly inappropriate for him to be flirty, even if that's his personality, with a person who's in a relationship. I'm glad that you're seeking therapy. It will do you a mountain of good. Talk about this. And also talk about how you can get more friends. I wouldn't reach out. Harry can think about what he did, and if he's a good friend, he would apologize for breaching his best friend's intimate relationship. It's up to you to decide if you want to be friends with him again. I personally wouldn't. Sure, he has feelings. He could have talked to you about them since y'all are so close, not flirt and admit them to the love interest who's your boyfriend, hoping for a slim replication. He can control his actions. People do it all the time. I would stay away. My best friend would not have done that. Don't hold on to people just because you've known them for a while or are in short supply. To which OP replied, yeah, now that I think about it, he never actually apologized and instead kind of defended his actions. I think I'll at least have a talk with him if he ever reaches out and ask him what he was thinking. And then someone else commented, if you're in love with your best friend's partner, you don't tell the partner. You don't put them on them or your friend. Yeah, you can't help your feelings, but also it's your responsibility to manage your feelings and how you act on them. Harry is the one that owes you an apology. He threw a grenade into your relationship. As for advice, I think at this point, it's time to try to make some new friends. And believe me, I know that's really hard to do as an adult, pandemic or not. But just like how you don't want to put everything on your boyfriend, you should never put all of your friendships on one specific person. Maybe start spending some time in some online groups focused around a hobby of yours, or depending on your area, hit up some safe, socially distanced meetups. Someone else commented, I think that you're disrespecting your boyfriend if you continue to be friends with this guy. Is your boyfriend supposed to be comfortable if this guy starts hanging around again? To which OP replied, I don't plan on having him come over and hang around again. I probably should have said that in the post. I wanted him to be my friend again, but keep them separated, which my boyfriend agrees to. Though we both came to the conclusion that if he did apologize, we'd talk to him together and set firm boundaries. I know that the original post didn't get much publicity, but I wanted to do an update in case any of y'all were curious. Thank you for the support, and I took a lot of your guys' advice. I'm very grateful. So, me and my boyfriend did get a call from Harry apologizing to us. He specifically called me, but requested that my boyfriend also be on the phone with me, who, side note, is now my fiancé, so I'm a very happy man. Anyways, so Harry went on the speech about how he knows that he was in the wrong and that he wants to repair a friendship with the both of us. This was about 2 days after I made the original post, and suddenly he claimed that he no longer had any feelings for my fiancé. Yeah, right. Of course, neither of us believed him, and honestly, his apology was kind of crap. I realized through the comments that he wasn't a true friend, and through more self-evaluation that for a while he was using me to get close to my fiancé. That realization hurt a lot, and it definitely set back my development of getting over my social anxiety. I told Harry that I didn't want to repair our friendship, that I had realized that he was using me, and that he definitely wasn't over my fiancé just after 2 days, when he claimed to be in love with him for over a year. I told him how he bluntly tried to take away the love of my life and how much that deeply hurt me. Harry did not take this well and exploded. He started cussing me out, saying how he honestly could care less about my feelings, how I was never a very good friend, how I have tendency to push people away. Again, that's why it hurt so much losing him and feeling betrayed, because I already have a difficult time keeping friends in the first place, because it's hard not to push people away. He told me he only stayed my friend for the past few months to try to get in my fiancé's pants, accused my fiancé of seducing him, which is honestly hilarious because my fiancé has a hard time flirting with me because he's so shy. Adorable though. He also claimed that I cheated on my fiancé with his ex-boyfriend. Definitely not true. At that point, he was just trying to convince my fiancé to break up with me again over the phone. I hung up and blocked him after giving him a few harsh words. So it's been a few days since then. My fiancé and I joined a book club as one of the commentators suggested, since he and I both take interests in books, and things are looking up. He introduced me to some people he knew that I shared a major with, and it's nice to have people that like what I like. And I'm starting to put myself out there more with the help of my fiancé. And also I clearly proposed. The whole thing kind of made me realize how much I loved him, and I was already planning on proposing anyway. We had gone to a place that was special to us from when we were teenagers, and we hadn't been in about 4 years. So I proposed there, and he said yes. Now I'm very happy and can honestly care less about Harry. Thank you to everyone who commented. Much love. So guys, what did you think about this? Honestly, Harry sounds like such a horrible friend, but I'm glad that OP had his fiancée, who sounds very adorable by the way, to help him get through this. The sheer amount of drama that was probably going on in real life is insane. But I am glad that it ended on a happy note, and I'm glad for OP and his fiancée. As the post clearly said, OP did get engaged. He made a separate post on another forum where he told his parents about the engagement, and his dad did congratulate him, but it sounded like his mother was very disappointed and OP wondered if she was homophobic. It isn't necessarily related to this post, so I'm not going to go into it, nor did that post have any updates. OP also hasn't posted since August of 2021 till the time of this recording. So I'd like to leave it at this note where we all have a little bit of closure. Anyhow, I do hope that you enjoyed this story. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up. That will really help my channel and possibly help new people find it. Again, thank you so much for your time, and please subscribe if you'd like to hear more stories from Reddit with updates.